For the first time, we're hearing from a family that nearly lost their son to an E. coli outbreak at the San Diego County Fair.
But the memories and seeing him with a breathing tube and being sedated and just wondering where your little boy is just heartbreaking.
That family and two others just filed a claim against the association that operates the fair. Good evening, I'm Lindsay Pena.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Team 10 investigator Adam Rakusin spoke with the mother who says she also got sick after their visit to the fair. You can just hear the heartbreak in her voice.
Yeah, this was an incredibly emotional conversation that we had. The family spent weeks in the hospital, at times not knowing if their 2-year-old was going to survive. Tonight, this mother is talking so you know the very real emotions she felt and why she hopes you never have to.
He's the most energetic, happy little boy.
That's how Nicole Lopez describes her 2-year-old son, Cristiano. All she wants for him is to be happy and healthy. But Nicole says a trip to the San Diego County Fair in June shook the easygoing sense of security she had.
Some of the scariest moments in our lives.
A few days after the fair, Nicole says she felt sick, the worst stomach flu she's ever experienced. But eventually it passed. As she was getting better, Cristiano got a fever.
We were thinking maybe he's coming down with a cold.
The fever didn't let up and symptoms got worse. Then Nicole saw the news. The 2-year-old Jedediah Cabezuela died from E. coli after visiting the fair.
I was scared at that moment and worried that he came across it somehow.
Nicole says Cristiano was admitted to the hospital, but his symptoms kept getting worse.
Were you worried at that moment that your son was dying?
Yeah. I did. I was scared. I hated hearing the words in the ICU. To think my baby was going to the ICU. I lost it.
Cristiano was moved to Rady Children's Hospital. Doctors there told Nicole his kidneys were failing.
They were going to start prepping him for dialysis. And with this condition, that's like the last hope.
For days, Nicole and her husband watched the numbers on the machine, praying he'd respond to treatment.
I didn't know if he had it in him. And I just wanted to switch places so bad with him.
And then, the news they'd been praying for.
Instant relief that they said that they do see him coming home. They just didn't know how long it was going to take.
Today, Nicole and 2 other families filed a legal claim with the 22nd District Agricultural Association. The Del Mar Fairgrounds is operated by the association. The claim alleges the illnesses were preventable.
Allowing food and drink in the exhibits, not having an attendant to make sure that everybody thoroughly washed their hands before they could leave, are 2 very major faults in the system that was present at the fair that day.
Ron Simon and Ben Coughlin represent the families.
No family should have to go through that process. No family should have to fear for that when they go to the fair.
Today, Cristiano is recovering. Nicole says the reason he's alive.
I honestly think we have our son because of the little boy that passed away. I think their little boy saved our boy's life.
And a spokesperson for the Agricultural Association says they can't comment on matters of pending litigation. One thing that Nicole wanted to get across was urging parents to know the symptoms. If something seems wrong, act, don't wait.
It seems important, of course, to know the symptoms. What's interesting here is fair officials, when this first happened, said people need to know to wash their hands. Their attorneys are saying they need to have someone to monitor that now, though. That's going to be their case in this.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of conversation about that and signs that were present. And if there's somebody there telling you should wash their hands. There's a lot that we don't know about this. There's a lot that they don't know about this. So there's still much more to come.